It's the boy Kylo 10 here for some more Tales of Arise. Already know what it is. I tried to speak to the innkeeper real quick. Actually, speak. I was like doing like I was doing some exploring before I started, and I just wanted to get everything situated before I get the ball rolling. Okay, so our destination is head to the underground docks west of Nias. Pretty sure I was there already by accident. Oh, this whole city is fucked. Wait, let me change my party. I'm gonna give you a small break. It's mountain based. That's the only place I can think of. Unless I go to Of course it didn't go off. So my phone always want to go off while I'm streaming. Did I go to Mount Dennery or? Yeah, let's try this place first. Honestly, I'm just wandering aimlessly. I'm not knowing where I'm going at all. This should be the fastest point of contact.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Oh, I didn't mean to go to forest. Oh, just one.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Yeah, I did not mean to go back to the forest hideout.
Finally, some open space again.
Listen, you guys don't want no smoke. Oh, I thought they followed me. Oh my god. Damn, these assholes just blocking the whole path. This game really not have holy bottles or anything of that nature? And I went completely in the wrong direction.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Annihilation!
Now you see what I can do!
Light astral dance in the wind! In here, these ones can run rings around us!
That's enough!
Here, magic is there!
In a vine!
That's what he comes in.
Eat this! Super swallow dance! This one's mine! In here! Do it! I'll be saving on! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Here I go!
Come on,
One
roll
last
now!
go! Super swallow dance! Make it red! Eagle assault!
I didn't get a chance to do a full combo.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Okay, so just keep going straight and avoid the loop-de-loop. And I gotta fight these guys regardless.
This one's mine! Here comes Solid Sword! Arctic Water! Feel! I'm so good with airborne targets!
My boy Law is going in with his attacks. Yo, he got awakened pretty fast.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Okay, so I should have just made that loop and kept going this way. If it's at the ruins, but I do know the pathway. Yeah, like I do know the pathway to Rias also had like 3 different branching pathways.
That's far enough!
First strike! That's enough!
Far enough!
You're done!
Mine!
First strike! Solid storm!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Super swallow dance! Eagle assault! Storm! I'm just getting started! Tiger blade! Damn it! Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Oh, we are.
Pretty well, Froze!
Second hit anymore. Oh my gosh.
Looks like we got them all.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almeidrea fought? I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat, even if there are signs of destruction. It would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior. And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
So, bro, get up there. That's the boy crazy and keep going. Surprised I didn't activate this on.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Yeah, like, probably because I didn't talk or like interact with that campsite. Nothing happened.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
Okay, yeah, because this Team Warp, okay. Wrong direction again, but this looked like bot. Go back to that site now. Never know with these streets. Walk in and it could be the whole Mecha Dragon. Could be a Mecha Dragon. Could be a bee.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
That too.
I hope we manage to catch Almeidrea soon.
Hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
What do I need? I guess curry.
This is great. The taste and aroma. Mind if I join you, Law?
My boy. Missed opportunity. My boy is a hand-to-hand fighter. Why didn't they give him a martial law or force law outfit? He thought punching the armor was a good idea, my boy.
Ah, my hand still hurts like crazy.
Who told you to punch? Who told you to go for a good punch on somebody wearing armor?
I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
I know during gameplay that don't mean shit, but now, bro, you gotta think. Think. You punch an armor. Think. That is probably my. That's probably like my favorite meme. That think, Mark. Think. That's probably my meme of the year. No bullshit.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea.
Ooh, it's a treasure chest for me to take. Heavy treat. I got one of those, but at the HP I'm at now, well, everyone's around 3. I have to be super stressed to actually want to use it. I mean, CP low, HP low.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Alright, we got him.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? Sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a
Mahavar?
holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
Mahavar, like, you are an honorary real one. Wait, so I will assume once I hop on this boat, it might be a while before I can come back here. Do I really want to do that mysterious parasite quest? Because if I look at the notes of it, just beyond the land shrouded by sand and stone, the northern reach of the wasteland to the north of an abandoned village, the law is dormant at the back of a narrow road to the west, whereupon an ancient tower stands. No cap, I'm probably gonna look at a guide for those three because treasure maps I can't be bothered with. I'm sorry. Or riddles. I'm pretty sure I've been to all those areas that are described, but I can't be bothered to do that. Call this the SS Blackwater Greymon, even though it's clearly white. Okay, white word Greymon.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this.
So we
Thank
named
you,
Captain.
y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board.
So
On the other
our
hand,
ships will
I'd be
the
real
dungeon.
surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
This is no Thousand Sunny, I'll tell you that now.
I
It's
know
no
Mama
Thousand Sunny.
said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
Who do I
I
talk
guess
to?
I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Isara seasick. Renwell plotting revenge. Don't tell me I can only talk to one. If it's only one, I'd rather talk to Kisara.
Do you think Law is okay?
You worried? That's cute.
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you had something to hide?
Yeah.
It
I
doesn't
think myself
undo
as a
the
black,
good that you've
I
done.
could think myself
The people
as
that you've helped save along the way.
Blackwood Greymon, Odin Flacco, Tomahawk Slim.
But
I'll keep
that's
that
not
to
what I
myself.
mean.
I know.
You-
You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Gotta live right. Live right by them.
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right.
That's the hate in his heart. in his heart.
And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let
Damn,
revenge
dog.
fuel him.
I just
I
started
think
talking
now
50
he's
minutes
afraid
in.
you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
And the fact that it's a Tales of game, it's a
Okay.
Tales of game, you're a
Thanks,
permanent
Alphen.
party member. So we will clap out the world. Clap him out here.
Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know though, maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Okay, so like it's multiple characters. Like I thought it was just one. Okay.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it?
Oh my gosh, you
How
sick.
can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Xion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have
Like
to
that
worry
one-
about Danans like Deadheim.
Now,
It
when
used to be that
Raptoon-
the Danans
when-
were the ones in the right,
It was a
and
Raptoon.
the
on,
Renans
like,
were the ones in the
on
wrong.
The Raptoon's
Though-
FF7 parody.
Maybe that was just a
Rap
biased
13
perspective.
said,
from
"It was so
being
much
on the side of
easier
the
when we were
oppressed."
just fighting Shinra."
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment,
Another
you
one
may
takes
be
place.
able to free the Danan people. But that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Okay, I pressed
Even
the
if
wrong
his
button.
motivations weren't
to
pure,
close my phone.
Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This
Deeper than rat?
hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at
I guess
is,
Ward did that to him.
if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Yeah, let it rock.
Who, me?
You and Xion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
You were fine for about. You were fine to have a full-fledged conversation, but
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, so now the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever.
And I still got 2 more
I
characters
bet
after
my
this.
old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still,
You're popped up,
sometimes
my guy.
I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do?
Yes.
Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Compare ourselves. Right? Let's compare ourselves to the lowest man in the room.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my
There's
knowledge,
only
no.
2 lords left.
At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak.
Yeah,
It
that
is a
was
way to
lot
accrue
of
astral
energy
energy
too.
faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously,
Yo,
but
she
it is a
dug
means
whole
to an
village.
end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the sovereign
sure,
of Rena
bro.
really
Yo,
that
this
important to
dialogue
the
is putting
Lords?
me to sleep. I'm not saying this boring
Of
versus
course.
bad. It's
The
just
greatest
at a
prize one can
fucking
attain
Sony.
in their eyes.
Am I playing
In that
am I
respect,
playing
at
a
least,
visual novel right now?
I'm really not that
Yeah, my mom's
surprised
gonna go
that
buy both
Almadria
soccer
resorted to
games.
what she did, as utterly
Listen to me,
despicable as it is.
do not buy those visual
It's
novels.
reassuring to hear you
I swear it's
feel
like
the
a
same
different
way I
one
do.
every month.
I worried
It's like,
the only
I
reason
can't
I
go
never
onto
did
the
anything
damn
similar
store,
in
PlayStation
Menancia
Store,
was due to
eShop,
my lack of
Steam.
ambition.
New releases.
If you didn't
Sakura,
want to be
something,
reminded of your
Sakura,
past,
oh my
you
god.
could have just plugged your ears.
You guys come one
You
with the
think
new
too
one
highly
every
of me.
month. It feels like.
I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not
No
nearly
bullshit.
as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone.
Yeah, he does.
Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well.
Yeah, because our boy just.
I mean to
keep the
bring
whole
about a
loop.
true, lasting
I hate them,
coexistence
so
in Menancia.
let's make them hate us.
But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it
Maria
off?
and Jericho.
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Okay. And probably the most important one. Yep. These two advanced. Well, these two are cutscenes and not actual skit style.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah,
You never seen it before?
the waves. They help me think.
Well, look at these
This
wings.
world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air
I need
and
a chop
white
soon.
peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins.
Oh,
And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere too.
man,
It's
see,
just-
that's the gold
It's
standard.
insane for all of us to keep
That's
fighting.
gold.
If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it.
Speak on it.
So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen.
Speak on it.
I have changed.
Should move my camera a tad bit. Yeah, that's way better.
You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Oh, my controller is vibrating. I'm like, what the hell
Ever
is that?
since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
companions. 5 of
Do
them.
you
now.
still not remember your past?
Change subject fast.
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little.
Cause I'm ashamed. Oh my god, been 15 minutes of gameplay. Cause I remember talking to Renwell
It
when I had
won't
15
be long
minutes.
now before you're rid of those
I'm at
thorns.
the 30
you know?
minute mark. Oh my hell. It's really been 15 minutes without
Only 2
gameplay.
lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to
Well, I know
create
it been
the
this. I already did this part yesterday.
right? Then you
Jesus
can...
Christ.
Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right,
Maybe a
though.
bowl of noodles.
It'll all be over soon.
Microwave a hot pocket.
I never could have made it this far on my own.
Make a sandwich.
I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
We're the best of friends. Nothing will let you bring me down. We're the best.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we
Is that
catch up to
everything?
Amadria.
Oh, yeah.
I'll ask Mahavar.
Is that everything, my guy? Get us the hell out of here now. Please and thank you. Get me the hell out of here. I talked long enough.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you?
Bro, huge, bro.
Think you'll be able to flank them without getting
It's
spotted?
like a rowboat
Yeah,
against the
with the fog as our
goddamn
ally,
Falcon
I
Sun.
think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Bro, you gotta drop anchor.
Persistent little things.
So she see us.
Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin.
I'm wide awake now.
Hungry already, my dear?
Wait, didn't we beat her? This T-Rex already?
Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
She's scared to run the fade herself.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Yeah, Major about to catch this fade. Mobile Fortress Guardia. Speaking of Grandia, my homie just beat it. My boy Snus. Go watch this video. Well, he didn't stream Grandia.
Now that's what I call a ship.
Yeah, the biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere, too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll
On
be
the One
filling
Piece
her
course?
coffers with gold, most likely.
What else were you doing?
And she'll sit back and
Sounds
enjoy
fun
the
in One
show as
Piece.
the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah,
X.
yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Fucking Castlevania quote. Any more skits? Last chance for skits. Some like fall tools. Oh. I should have went to the market.
No backing down! Tiger Blade! In a vine!
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop moving altogether.
You'll have no mercy! Bring him down! Now I'm in the groove! Do it!
Oh boy, focus. Oh.
Eat this! Super Swallow Dance!
Super swallow dance. Not regular.
Everyone still in one piece?
Super.
Yep.
Right, Frankie said.
Little help.
Now you see what I can do! My shield!
Take this!
You think that shield will save you?
I see one, eh? Meteor! I'm on it! Fire support! I'll end you! Watch this!
Touch this. Wait. Okay.
I'll end you!
See what Doc. Doc's his wife.
Barely a blip.
Got it. That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Oh, they do care about each other a lot.
Go no further!
Pieces! Hurricane strike! I'm on it! Clip! Come and get it! That's enough! Super Swallow! Eat this! Super Swallow Dance! Now I'm in the groove! Did you see this? Eagle Assault! Don't leave!
Holy thunder.
Blow them away!
These boys with the kicks.
Nicely done.
2050. 350. Yay! Fact that. Okay, I don't think anyone's gonna understand that joke, but me. Alright. That's sad. Free chest. Free tomato. Of course, why wouldn't an elevator be offline in a Telltale game? As soon as you approach it. Ooh, peach jam.
Not far enough. First strike. Prepare to be sealed. No shield can stand up to these. Dragon down!
Its armor's too strong.
Be like it! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Bro, how do you feel getting hit by a move like caliber?
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Or is it quivering or shuddering? Shuddering, that means that's not good for us. I play Pokemon.
They really don't give up. Make it red!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
I just would give
More
you.
minutes, you hear it now!
Freeze Lancer!
Piercing tectonic punch!
Kiss my boy at Max.
I managed to pull through.
Astral crystals. Wait, that's what I need, right? I think Astral crystals was exactly what I needed.
I can carve through
Annihilation! You'll pay for what you did!
It's hard to do.
Appreciate the
Oh, God. Oh, or you can just come in and start the beam cannon.
I'm practically unstoppable.
Beam. Oh, and he a red suit with a chopper. Find me red suit with a chopper, man. Well, what's the official name? Mahawk's our chief marshal. Nah, your name is Red Suit Guy with the chopper. Damn.
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Yo, buddy, I'm missing attack with multi-hit. He just does the whole thing. Yo, like, he don't care whether it lands or not. My boy would just swing until the cows come in.
Now I'm in the groove. Super swallow down. Piercing
Raging Storm!
Watch it.
Oh, God.
Watch it.
You are a little too effective here.
I never miss! Frozen!
Hammer.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Access key A.
Never seen anything like it. It's an authentication key. They're quite common. Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Oh, you passed the elevator conveniently. Convenient. Oh, I hate some ground. Just on I missed.
Get lost!
Now you see what I can do! My shield! Watch for that range attack!
Okay. It looks like it's supposed to wait for something to do something. That's what it looks like.
Prepare to crumble! You're wide open! Leave the ensnaring to me. And the pummeling to me! I'm just getting... Can't get out of this!
Now!
Shattering the board!
Freedom. Ooh, I'm in love.
Don't get complacent.
That's 10,200. That's gold. I like gold, yeah. Wait, where am I currently at? 1. Go to the lower level first. 2, 3, 4. Let's just go in order. Optimize exploration. So like this clearly got an option.
Out of our way!
The offense, you are missing.
Not in your dreams! Here
They're not gonna let you just do that.
It's a duel of the arts!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let him mark your hand! We'll soon see about that!
We take these arts away from them. Awesome.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Come and get it!
This one's do it!
First strike! First strike! I'll end you! It's time! Eagle assault! I'm just getting started!
And his fade. That's like we split the water.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Okay, this creepy girl came out of nowhere.
Now you'll learn! I'll smash you! Freaking a showdown between blade and fist! Look, frickin' does it!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Falling star! I really owe you one. No way! Watch this! Hurricane! I'll
Nah,
crush you!
let me get the most damage on this girl as possible.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous!
I know, like, that soldier is not a problem.
Dance in the wind!
First strike! That's enough! Dragon! Eat this! In a bind!
Go on, guys. Do your thing, my boy.
Eat this!
I never miss!
These fists have got your name on them!
I'm gone.
First strike! Watch this!
That's better.
Healing circle!
I owe you one.
I'll crush you!
Let's go for this next part. Like I said.
Lightning reflexes!
And it's about
Tenebrous
8,000
claw!
worth. Oh, 9,000. Never mind. I don't know if maybe you.
Tiger Blade! Eagle assault! Quick storm!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
None of that.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Step back! This one's all law!
Let me find a campsite.
This'll make us even more formidable.
And Magic Emerald. Sweet. The cloak, I assume, is for... Oh, for Rinwell, actually. I knew that magic one was correct. It had another effect, sure, but that, nah, I'm not taking that at all. Max out limit hits. KSC waterfall on my chest and a cool hat. Okay, So we took that way already.
I won't forgive you!
Eat this!
Man,
Denied! I'm on it!
Gutsy nail!
Super swallow dance! Eat this!
Glacial
Eat
spear!
this!
Here's the
Hurricane Super swallow dance!
How you interrupt me mid-combo?
That's enough! I owe you one for that! Super swallow dance!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummeling to me! Now you see what I can do! I'm on it!
Now broken dead.
That's enough!
You get the death.
First strike! That's enough! Eat this! Shield and strike! I'll run you through! Super swallow dance! Eat this! Coming!
Where are you going?
Can't get out of this! First strike!
Now! Doling! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
My boys, the whole
You're
spell
wide
is
open!
fire.
Nicely done.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
Madre looks like she gotta go. But I'm about to like take a small break and eat because I am hungry. So I'll be back in about an hour or so. But I'm sorry that this one will be cut a bit short, but I'll be back in about, it's 1:25 right now. I'll be back probably around 3 o'clock. Okay, in the meanwhile, Kawakin out.